Hi folks, Greg King here from Freepik in San Diego. This video is intended to help you improve your construction and demolition recycling under the circumstances as they are now. So let's get started with a couple of practical examples. The best way to maximize recycling is to separate your items by recyclable material. If you look at the screen, you will see that we can recycle wood, drywall, metal, inert products, paper and cardboard, or greens. If you separate these items, you can receive 100% recycling credit, which is the best you can do, my friends. When we talk about recycling wood, we are talking about recycling lumber. Wood from trees is recycled as greenery. Pressboard is not a good wood recycle item. Pressboard does not grind up well to make mulch or to make wood chips. It turns to dust. Nails and screws are okay to be left in your lumber. However, the recyclers do not like hardware like hinges, corner braces, handles, etc. And obviously, treated wood is a hazmat and not allowed. Treated wood typically has arsenic, which is a poison, and we don't want to have that wood reused in playgrounds or as ground cover. Paint is okay, but it is a little more expensive because we have to haul it farther to recycle it. Wood that has the shiny glue or paste is not acceptable to the wood recyclers. That paste or shiny surface will not accept the dye that the recyclers use to color wood chips. Here is a short video of wood being chipped. Drywall is an excellent item to recycle and receive 100% recycling credit. Let's make sure there is zero trash, zero studs, and zero wallpaper. Paint is okay. Drywall screws are okay. Gypsum is the product of drywall recycling. It's used to make new drywall, or it is used in agriculture as a fertilizer and soil amendment. Metal is a commodity that we can sell and receive 100% recycling credit. Being a commodity means that the price varies depending upon the quality of the metal, copper or aluminum or heavy steel or tin or mix, and also by the date. Price varies daily. The important thing to remember is no trash, and appliances are not 100% metal. Appliances frequently include rubber gaskets, insulation, and plastic inserts. Also, no machinery may be recycled if it has oil or other lubricants inside of it. Everything must be drained out. Freepik will apply the proceeds from the sale of the metal to your invoice. We will have a hauling charge, and we must charge the city or county franchise fees, etc. The really good thing about recycling inerts is that they are heavy and you can easily receive 10 tons of 100% recycling credit. To recycle concrete as well as other recycled materials, no trash. If you have rebar, cut it to less than 2 inches from the edge of the concrete. Longer than that, and it gets stuck in the concrete crushers at the recycler, and the recyclers get annoyed at everyone. Concrete mixed with dirt and rock is still 100% recyclable, but it costs more and must be recycled via dirt brokers. Asphalt is another heavy inert that can be recycled fairly easily. If you have asphalt to recycle, check to see if you have the petromat. Petromat is that fabric that fits between sections or layers of asphalt. Recyclers do charge extra for the petromat. You will be asked when you are ordering an asphalt box if you have petromat. Neither wet nor dry slurry are allowed in the boxes. Dirt or dirt with rock or dirt with rock and concrete can be used to fill in low sections of ranches or farmland or for people who want to level out their yard. These are typically found via dirt brokers. The one thing we cannot mix is asphalt in with dirt. Asphalt cannot be buried. Sometimes at the end of projects, a lot of cardboard is generated from furniture and fixtures that are installed. You can save this cardboard and some incidental paper that comes with it and have that recycled at a 100% recycle rate. No trash, no banding, no shrink wrap, no slick paper, and no styrofoam may be included with cardboard. Some projects have the opportunity to recycle greenery. Some tips to recycling greenery include keeping the diameter of your trunks and branches less than 3 feet. If the trunks are greater than 3 feet, they will not fit into the grinding machine. No root balls. Root balls have dirt and rock, which are not good for the grinding mechanism. No cactus. Cactus are mostly water. They prove to be unacceptable as mulch. They do not chip and they do not shred. No fibrous plants such as palm, jade tree, ice plant, yucca, or bamboo, etc. They do not shred well. They just wrap around their shredding machine. And through experience, we find that almost all green loads are contaminated when loaded by skip loader or bobcat. These loads get rejected by the green recycler because they end up having dirt from the skip loader or bobcat. So please load it by hand. Some projects are not large enough to require multiple boxes for recycling. But if you have lumber, drywall, and cardboard, for instance, you can combine those into one roll-off box, and we can take that box to a construction and demolition sorting facility. One such facility is named Sandco. Sandco is not going to sort and calculate the recycling percentage for each roll-off box that comes through. They process over hundreds of loads per day. But they do calculate an average recycle rate per quarter, which is accepted by the city and county of San Diego, and that is the rate each box is assigned. The current recycling rate for Sandco is 65%. On your screen, you can see a video of one of our boxes dumping a load at Sandco. That red light at the bottom of the truck is not a fire, that's our backup light. You can see they are shredding the material, making it easier to sort. On the screen, you will see a list of items that will cause Sandco to reject a load. Some of the items are recyclable when they are separated, such as dirt, but they are not included on the list of items that Sandco wants to sort and recycle. Now you can see the more common acceptable items that Sandco does want to recycle. You can pause your video to copy the items that are acceptable and unacceptable. The biggest tip I can offer is if you have multiple boxes, try to put the unacceptable items in one box and use the other boxes for recyclable material. That way you can get 3 recyclable certificates out of 4 boxes, or 2 out of 3, or even 1 out of 2 is better than 0. Especially keep plastic bags, sheeting, and visqueen out of any box that you want to have sorted. This will maximize your recycling percentage. Some job sites have limited space, and we can provide 3 or 4 yard bins to haul your recycled materials and or your commingled load, which are acceptable for Sandco. Due to the weight restrictions we have for the bin trucks, we cannot carry inert material. Concrete, asphalt, dirt, and rock are too heavy to carry in our bin trucks. We bring those 3 and 4 yard bins back to our yard and dump them into the appropriate roll-off box for drywall or lumber or Sandco, for instance. And then when the 40-yard box is full, we take it to the appropriate facility for dumping. This is our close but no cigar section. The first image you see is a load of wood on the ground at a recycler. From the top of the box, the load looked to be 100% wood. The customer told us it was 100% wood. When we dumped it on the ground, the recycler and my driver could see the trash and paper. Unfortunately, this results in a reload charge from the recycler and a double handling charge from the hauler to have to go to a second facility to dump the load. The next image is a load of wood that has some of that metal hardware attached to it, which can have this load rejected by the wood recycler. In both of these cases, the customer loses the chance to have both loads receive 100% recycle credit. For additional info, you can go to our website, debrisboxonline.com. At that site, you can find additional information about our boxes and our bins. You can also locate the links to the city and county recycling requirements. Thank you very much for listening and watching.